There are a lot of younger guys behind there, right? So come on, let's get some questions from you.
Maybe I just ask.
Okay. Yeah.
I came here especially after today's results. Very disappointed. I think the general groundswell is because George Go is a threat. It's a serious threat to becoming the ninth president. So they removed the threat. So now generally among those who we support George Go, and they feel that, we need to give a protest signal. So now slowly the groundswell is building up, is the winning candidate will be the spoiled vote. Spoiled vote. Because I think it's about time we need to give a signal that this whole system is flawed. Some people think, hey, maybe we should shift to the other only independent candidate, Tan Cheng Bock. But I think the principles are wrong. As Singaporeans, I think we have to take ownership and also give a signal to the establishment. The spoiled vote means this whole system is flawed. Like Doc said, then in that case, then just have a ceremonial president. Don't have this custodial president, which is basically own self check, own self president. The very fact, I have nothing against Taman. I think he's competent and this thing, but at the end of the day, he was part of GIC and all that. How can you check on your own self? So I think it's about time that we stand up, and this protest vote will give a strong signal to the establishment. It has to change. This principle of having 500 million shareholder equity is rubbish. It's basically to prevent private sector candidates. Only their own people can be president. So now Manwa and Hazel is there with now 9 WP MPs. But at the end of the day, nothing is going to change. You can bring up the best ideas and all that. They'll come up their own excuses. But I think this PE, we can take advantage and put a spoiled vote. This is my own view. Give a signal to the establishment that something has to change. Otherwise, it will never change.
So we have two views now. Push. Then when Kim can't vote, never mind. It's all right. What? He lost his deposit the last time. He won't be a threat. So I think he's right. And she is also, she articulated it very well. It's already pre-planned. Yes.
I agree with Nala. I think the void vote is going to be very strong to show them that this scheme is not working. But coming back to you asking about the ground, my brother is a hawker. I go down to hawker very often. I speak to the hawkers. Honestly, they don't give a damn.
So they're not going to vote. You think?
No. They are not saying. I'm not saying they are not going to vote. But to them, voting for the president now doesn't affect their life. Does it really matter? Does it improve their cost of living? So, as an opposition, we must always work the ground to know what is needed. It's no point just because the current government makes mistake. We can't win votes like that. We have to be on the ground. And for the president, whether it's going to be Taman or it's going to be Kok Song or Tan Kim Lan, I asked 10 hawkers. 8 of them said, don't bother me lah. What's the diff? I get a holiday, that's good lah. So I would just like to say that I agree fully with Nala. You have enough protest vote, void vote, say 10%, it will really wake them up.
Now, I beg to disagree with your views that we should boycott the election. The PAP scheme is too thick. They don't care about your boycott. What we must do now is to choose who we should support. Either Ong Kok Song or Mr. Tan Cheng Bock. And I think Mr. Tan Cheng Bock is more independent and he has the courage to raise issues. Right? So we should not waste this golden opportunity with only 3 candidates. We should decide who we should support and we should go for it.
When the ordinary man in the street is not bothered at all, you can quite understand, because for them all the bread and butter issues affect them, so we can understand. But also, we also must try to explain to them that this indirectly has an effect on our future, because we must convince them that a good president, a president who's fair, can actually bring changes. Because a good president can actually interact with, can actually give feedback also to the government. It's not that they want you to believe that they only have two roles: check the results and the appointments. But the soft power of the president is what we want to. It's not cold. But the soft powers of the president, he can actually convey to the various ministries the wrongs that's happening in the ground. And that's what a good president should do. As asking me to endorse them, I cannot tell you all now. Okay? Because I've experienced with both of them in the last presidential election. And I wouldn't want to say things when they are not around to defend. They must be around to defend when I tell them. So that issue, as far as I'm concerned, I will not say anything.